I used to be that person who would spray perfume early in the morning and start panicking by midday because I couldn't smell it anymore. I would then spray it over and over again at different times on that same day, and then someone finally told me I smelled like I bathed in fragrance. That means the perfume was there the whole time, but I just couldn't smell it. This is called nose blindness, and it occurs when your brain literally stops registering scents you've been exposed to all day. That's probably why you can't smell your own house, but visitors can. When you're tempted to spray again, ask someone nearby if they can still smell you. I guarantee you'll be surprised. But other times, the fragrance really does fade faster than it should, and the biggest culprit is dry skin. When perfume hits dry skin, it evaporates almost immediately because there's nothing for the scent molecules to hold on to. Moisturized skin acts like a sponge, so it grabs those molecules and releases them slowly throughout the day. So before you spray, apply an unscented moisturizer to your pulse points. Unscented is key because you don't want it clashing with your fragrance. Some people use Vaseline, and it works because Vaseline locks the scent close to your skin, which is great for longevity, but terrible for projection. If you want people to actually smell you from a distance, avoid petroleum jelly. Now, let's talk about pulse points. You've heard of applications on the wrists, neck, and behind the ears. But spraying behind the ears is not recommended because it's so close to your nose that you go nose blind faster, which makes you think the perfume faded when it didn't. This is when you end up overspraying to compensate. The better alternative is just below your belly button, your solar plexus, one wrist, and behind your knees. The scent rises throughout the day, and you're not constantly smelling it yourself. Spray distance of about 6 to 8 inches from your skin is recommended. If you spray too close, you'll get a wet, concentrated mess that runs down your arm. Too far, and half the fragrance ends up in the air instead of on you. And that thing where you spray a cloud and walk through it surely looks great in commercials. But in reality, most of that perfume ends up on your floor. Direct application to the skin is way more efficient. The biggest mistake I see constantly is rubbing your wrists together after spraying. It feels natural, but you're actually destroying the fragrance. The friction generates heat and alters the formula's molecules, thus throwing off the scent profile. Perfumers design fragrances to unfold over time. And when you rub, you collapse that structure. Just spray it and let it dry naturally. In regard to hair and clothes application, hair holds fragrance incredibly well, but alcohol-based perfumes can dry it out over time. You should spray your hairbrush lightly, then run it through your hair. When spraying on clothes, watch out for staining, especially on materials like silk. The thing that the fragrance industry doesn't love admitting is that expecting any perfume to last 12 hours at full strength is unrealistic. Eau de toilets generally give you less longevity than eau de parfums. Therefore, carry a travel atomizer and do a quick refresh at midday. Also, store your bottles properly because heat, light, and humidity destroy fragrance compounds. The worst place to keep perfume is in your bathroom because temperature swings from showers and steam degrade the formula fast. Keep bottles in a cool, dark drawer with the cap on tight. You should also be aware of how your perfume impacts others. For instance, about 30% of people report being irritated by other people's fragrances, and nearly 20% experience actual health effects like headaches and breathing issues. 9% have lost workdays because of fragrance sensitivity in the workplace. I'm not saying be paranoid, but be considerate. If someone can smell you from across the room, you've probably overdone it.